Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for being here, mostly in the moment with me, Mystic Mia Moksha, for another Love Pick a Card reading. We're looking at how they feel about you right now. We have 3 piles here. We choose a pile based on the number, the image, or the crystal that resonates with you. Just want to give a quick thank you so much for your love and support, for helping me grow this channel. My goal is reaching 10,000 subscribers by the end of summer, and I am well on my way. I'm halfway there from when I started the beginning of summer, so thank you so much, and I hope my divine channelings are helping you along with your goals, and I hope you enjoy the reading, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, pile 33 with the tiger's eye. Let's see how they feel about you right now. Temptation. Okay, so they feel like they're fighting their feelings because they are definitely feeling tempted to reach out to you, to go further with you, to kind of just ravage your body, I'm getting. But they are kind of holding themselves back. They feel like you're someone that has long-term potential or deserves better. Someone that is a little bit more sophisticated or has higher standards, or should be treated that way at least. And so they often like hold themselves back and like, you know, just coming at you, and you know, just I'm feeling a lot of sexual energy and a lot of, you know, being in the moment and having fun and just letting it all show their dark side and their sultry side and all their sides, smoldering side. The fates, yeah. They fear that you're meant for something more. Either that you want more from this connection than they can give, or like, I think it's like well known what you deserve or what you expect or what you should have, what you're fated for, and they don't think they are up to par, or they don't think that they're in your destiny. They don't think they're good enough. They feel like even if things are good between the two of you now, or just kind of at like a standstill, they believe that in the long run, you'll want something more, and they won't be able to provide it. Okay, so how do they feel about you? Caution. Yeah, so that's why they're like, I felt this energy. Like, let's take it slow. Let's let me like warn you. This isn't the kind of person I'm gonna be long term. Like, I'm not sure what you see in me. I'm not sure. Like, I know what I see in you. You're drop dead gorgeous, very sexy, but they are trying to hold themselves back because they want you, but they might think that's in the wrong. Like, just because they want you doesn't mean they're the best for you, and they recognize that, and they like you enough and love you enough that they are trying to hold themselves back because they feel like you're destined for like a greater destiny in life or greater love in life. I'm getting like, you're not wrong, because you might expect them to, you know, be on time or be able to take on this kind of responsibility, or to be less rude in front of people, or be able to hold their tongue more, or to stop that bad habit. And they're like, well, you're not wrong. Like, yeah, all those things would improve me as a person, but I can't always give you what you want. Like, that's not who I am. Like, there's things I want to work on, and yeah, some of these things are some things I want to work on, but I'm not perfect, and I might not ever get there, and you might end up being disappointed, and it's just like a ton of things just racking up. I don't know. Sorry if you heard that. I bought a new desk. So the couple people months ago that said, are you gonna stop banging the table and the mic? I know it annoys me too. I have an old desk, and I was like trying to like fiddle with it. I was gonna like bring a saw to it and hammer some stuff, but then because like my new camera setup, it's not gonna fit on it. But I bought a new desk, so I'm fixing it. It's in the works. Thank you for being patient with me. Okay, I just dream and wish for everything. Yeah. That's why they feel like they're not like your destined person, and they feel sad because they feel like you might think that of them. But they recognize, and you might recognize that like maybe not, but both of you don't want to like look at the truth, because you both like might just think like, hey, like I know we're not like exactly perfect for each other, but you see a lot of qualities in the other person that you do want, but it's not exactly perfect or not exactly the most compatible. It's probably more compatible than anyone else you've been with, but there's something a little bit off, and I think you sense it, and I think they sense it, and so they're trying to play it kind of safe, not with you now. Okay, so how do you feel in all this, and are they picking up on it? How do you feel in all this? Ace of Air. That's beautiful. Pegasus. Like, the truth, but you don't want to say it. You just kind of want to live in this, like, this good vibe for a little bit longer. You don't want to be the first one to say it. You don't want to be the first one to break it off. You don't want to be the first one to bring up the issue after things have been kind of going well between the two of you or something. Yin energy, yeah. And not for nothing, I feel like you've been looking very good, handling emotions really well. I feel like the energy between the two of you has been really good. That's why they're also very tempted by you, because you have this really strong feminine energy that you're showing off, which is like a lot of elegance, a lot of handling emotions really well, looking like you have a lot of control over your life and your relationships, not just with them, but with yourself and with other people. So you're looking really good to this person, and it's making it even harder on them. Mystery. Yeah, there's a sense of the mystery isn't there anymore. So I feel like you've gotten to know this person so well, or something happened recently where you got to see their true colors, and they got to see yours, where there's no like really mystery in the connection anymore, and you two know like if this is gonna work or if it's not gonna work. It's kind of like you both know the truth, and now you have to take action on it. And you might have taken action on it, or might be thinking about taking action on it, like breaking off this connection, or thinking about taking a break or a step back, or maybe for some of you, this is someone you're just kind of talking to casually, and you thought there might be something more, but you're realizing maybe not. For people in casual relationships, it might be something where you're realizing this might not have long-term potential, because they're picking up on it. They see that. And if this is a long-term connection, little to no communication, or if there's a little to no communication, something is changing in the connection so strongly, even if it's energetically, where you're kind of stepping back, not giving so much energy to the other person, and they're sensing that, which is making them more attracted to you. But even if they're at a distance away, they still have the strength to not come to you, not communicate to you, not talk to you. And you're only seeing it from your perspective, which is like, I'm going to step back. You might get more signs of synchronicities from them, but that's just a sign for you kind of to keep stepping back and maybe not jump back in. And if you're in a long-term relationship, I feel like the two of you are kind of disagreeing on something big in the connection that you two want to do in your life, or where to go next, or a project coming up. And it's kind of like an impasse where you two know you won't like kind of agree on this thing. And so you're kind of both taking a break before you figure out how you two will move forward and what you can do to move forward. Okay. I'm a very jealous person. I feel like you already don't like the fact that you two aren't together, or you guys are already like, you're just breaking up, or already broke up, or about to take some space or something, and you already don't like it. You're like, I already don't like it. And especially because I feel like there's so much good energy between the two of you. You both really like each other. You're both attracted to each other a lot. There's a lot of similarities you two do have, even though the slight incompatibility that you two have, it's like come on, can't they just fix that? Or and they're saying the same thing about you, like, can't they just fix that? And like, everything would be perfect if they just fix that one thing, and you're saying the same thing about them. It's just like, ugh, like, you know how it's gonna be, and so you both already get, like, you're already getting jealous about them potentially talking to other people, or not spending much time with you and spending time with their friends and family more, and or just like spending less time with you, less talking to you less, and you're already kind of not liking that. Gossip only hurts more, but in reverse, I feel like you're not telling anyone about this, like what you're not telling your own friends or family, and maybe even you haven't told them yet, even, or you don't want to tell them yet, or you don't want them to tell their friends and family yet, or something, that this is going in a tough direction. Okay, so what do they love about you? What do they love about you? Let's switch it up. What do they love about you? I promise you're not alone. So they want you to know that whatever is happening between the two of you, they're not gonna just up and leave you. They'll wait until you're comfortably over this, or comfortably, over the situation that you two are having a really tough time getting past. Or they're gonna wait for you until you are done with your break, or you have enough space or something like that, and they're like, you're not alone, like, I'm feeling the same way. I need a little break from this to kind of figure things out, and kind of just like, when you're thinking about an issue in the relationship for so long, it's just gonna cause like more chaos. Like, you just need to give each other space and like not talk for a few days, and then maybe even a couple more days after that, because you just need a few days where you can just like breathe and like think about other things in life, and then come back, so I'm getting something like that. Like, I promise you're not alone. Like, I'm not gonna do anything stupid or weird. I'm gonna be here until we figure this out. We tread a path of infinite meaning together, and both these cards came out this way, which is my meaning that this is their energy to you. Like, because I feel like you might think, like, you're being a very jealous person, that they're just gonna like leave you. You might not even think that. You might just feel that because like of past situations, maybe some abandonment issues, or bad breakups, or bad situation with when you like someone and I don't think it's just go bad, or something that happened between the two of you in the past, and it's something like you might not think they're gonna just leave you in a bad situation, but you are kind of feeling it just because your like inner child, your like past versions of yourself, like have this little tiny fear that things like that might happen again. But it's not really, you don't think that, but like, you have a slight fear that something bad will happen, or maybe something bad won't happen with them, but like that maybe you won't take things well. Like even if you ask for the break, or you break up with them, or you agree with whatever their solution is, that you might not take it well after a few days or a week or a month or something, you know. And so their energy, their higher self is reassuring you that like, no, what we have is meaningful, and whatever happens, whether we end up figuring out the solution and moving forward, or taking a longer break, or you know, maybe going our separate ways, like we have something very meaningful here, and it's not going to end badly. Like we're going to be and continue to be in each other's lives, you know, for what it's worth, or that option is going to be available. So what do they love about you? That's what they want to say to you. What do they love about you? King of Wands. So, Knight of Wands, sorry. I love how in this Knight of Wands there's like 4 wands here. It's kind of like you're living a beautiful like singles life, or in this like kind of space or break away from them. You're like living it up. The 4 of Wands is like happy marriage, happy home, right? And you're like just kind of doing this upkeep about like the marriage to yourself, the marriage, you know, having fun in your environment, your home, and what you love doing. And you're kind of having fun because it's kind of like like you hadn't had a chance to just work on your relationship with yourself for a long time, or something like that. The thing is, they really appreciate your arguments. They're like, yeah, you seem invincible when we get into arguments or these kinds of situations, because they respect your game, for sure. They respect your game. King of Pentacles in hand usually means for me that they're keeping this close to their chest. They're not really letting you know this, but like they feel good when they're in a connection with you. They feel like they can be a really good partner to you. They feel like they can be a superhero. You know, if they need to go out and make more money, they can. If they need to go handle more responsibilities, they can. If they need to take care of your family and their family, they can. Like they just feel like a superhero when they're around you. It makes them feel really good, and they want to be your partner because of that. But they feel like even though you would make them better, you might make them the best version of themselves, but they don't think they can make you the best version of you, and so of yourself. So it's really difficult for them, and that's why they're not telling you that. The 6 of Swords. They also respect that you're not afraid to kind of take a break, leave the connection, break up, move, do those like very independent things, because it's like very scary for anyone to do this, whether it's something you're accustomed to, or you have a lot of courage and strength, and or if you're very extroverted or used to change, or taking big risks and stuff like that. Like whether you are that kind of person or not, They respect you so much for being able to be independent. They're like, yeah, you don't really need me. You could take care of yourself. Like, you probably might do better without anybody too, or anyone holding you back. So they love that about you, but at the same time it hurts because it's like, but you're, leaving them, or might be. Or they think it's probably better for you to. Okay, and lastly, what they wish was different. What do they wish was different? They're like, the truth hurts. The truth really hurts. There's something about you have, I don't know if your name, like if both of your names are on the lease or on the house, the mortgage, the loan, the car, or something like that. Or if you two have children together, or I don't know, bought a trip together, I don't know, something. There's something about like you both invested in something together. It could be, I'm getting money, but it could be like time or energy or something like that. It could be a pet, it could be plants, it could be a collection of stuff, a DVD collection, an artwork collection, whatever it is. It's like you two kind of did it together. And so it's kind of like had we known, the truth stings. They wish they worked as hard as you, because I feel like you've achieved a lot in your life to get to where you are now. Your relationship with yourself, being able to be independent, not just with material things in your career and your health, but also not just like physical things, but also with like, having courage. Like if you had to start again with some things, like if you had to start a new job or start again with a career, or start again in a new city or location, or new relationship, like you have like bravery and courage, and it's probably because you've been through some stuff, and they wish that they have done as much to be where you are now, to be able to move forward with you, but they have a feeling like that, not that any one of you is better than the other, but that you're just like kind of further along in your journey with more experience than they are, and that's why that's why they feel like they're not ready yet, or they're not good enough, but they feel like, oh, I wish I was at the same level as them. Magician in reverse. Yeah, it's just kind of feeling I'm getting now that things that they're feeling like things might not manifest, like the magic is kind of dying off, and you're kind of feeling that too. You're like, the mystery is like not there anymore. Because there's a bit of mystery of like, what are we gonna do next? And then you're realizing, oh, I don't know if there's like a next for us. And that's kind of like a really shocking thing when both of you, it seems like you were sharing a lot of stuff, aren't realizing that it might not be going forward. Okay, so what does Spirit have to say about all this? What is Spirit's message for the two of you? Release toxicity. Release toxicity. So I feel like Spirit is asking that you two kind of like not hold any grudges or resentment towards each other while you two, I'm getting, uncouple, whatever that is for you two. Or if you know, if you're in a long-term relationship and you know you guys are gonna be together, then not to hold any like grudges or resentment, or take to heart anything the other person said, or be too hard on the other person, or be too hard on yourself. And whatever situation you're in, I'm getting that like it ends well. There's peace here, there's calm, there's like this mutual amicable kind of natural gentle kind of ending to whatever the situation is. And for a lot of you, that's going to mean like ending the situation and ending the relationship. But for those of you who are like, you know, in long-term committed relationships, like it's just like the end of an era, you know, for the two of you. End of a cycle, beginning of a fresh new one. Three of Swords, yeah, tough. You might be feeling the sharp sting of heartbreak, an unexpected grief, sadness, or betrayal is experienced. Allow yourself to feel your emotions, but know that even heartbreak is temporary. The pain will pass and your heart will heal. Give yourself the time and space necessary, yeah, to feel through your emotions. Nurture yourself with extra self-love and care at this time, yeah. Definitely doing that. And lastly, message from their higher self to you. I'm awakening to what this love really means. Yeah. Because to them, they're realizing like, oh, okay, like I guess this love showed both of us who we are and where we are in life right now and where we're going. And it just seems like we're in similar places and we're now going in different places. For those of you in long-term committed relationship, of course, it's you two were starting to go into different places, and now because you two couldn't decide where to go together, but now you're coming together to find a new path together, not an old path that you two thought you would go down before. Okay, last message. The tide of time will always bring you back to me. Yeah, I keep getting this kind of feeling that like, if this is a breakup for most of you, it is, because like not long-term commitment. I do feel like you stay friends or stay acquaintances, or there's like no bad blood here between the two of you. And if you guys like needed to talk to the other person, it's like, oh yeah, like I'm sorry, I want to ask, like, did you have that CD? I'm gonna date myself. That I don't know, that book that I loaned you a long time ago, like I kind of need it for something. It's like, yeah, sure, like let me get that for you. So it's not like, it's amicable. It's not, there's no love lost here. You will find me if you let go. Yeah. So I feel like you two will be in a lot better place once you kind of decide, because it's a big thing. Once you decide on going a different path with this person, not doing what they wanted or what you wanted, but something completely different, that changes things immediately. That timeline starts coming in immediately. You even feel the energy. You even get tired. You start to get sleepy. You might need water. You might have dreams at night. That timeline starts to come in immediately, especially if you mean it and they mean it too. If you decide to just kind of break up with them or take space, but usually make a decision like breaking up with them, or like, hey, let me try this, and if it doesn't work, then I will break up with them. That immediately starts bringing in positive energy, because until you kind of make a decision, you're just kind of stuck in this resentment and very tough energies. Okay, so it looks like that you two are headed towards an amicable solution to this situation. It might not be what you two wanted, but of course it's going to make room for something you two want even more. And so that's beautiful, whether it's with each other or with other people. It's still good between the two of you. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that reading, and if you did, I really appreciate a like or comment, especially for more tougher readings like this. This is a tough energy, right? And I hope I read it like well. I like people. I feel like some people they're just like so low vibe that they can't handle any like negativity, and I try to like channel even tough energies because it's real. This is like real stuff people go through, as best as I can, like in the most positive, high perspective way, in the most high vibe way. And that's why I try to only bring in like attract other high vibe people to my channel so we can like kind of vibe off each other's energy. So it really means a lot more when, you know, you mention that you resonated with or appreciated or liked a reading like this. It's like more difficult, but it's like real, you know. All right, so I hope you enjoy this reading, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, Pile 55 with the orange calcite. Let's see how a person feels about you right now. Page of Air. They're thinking about you a lot. I think I just saw the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck before I started shuffling. They're definitely having a lot of like heart fluttering moments randomly. I think they're having random thoughts where they're just kind of happy with having you in their life and how deeply they feel about you. The Tribe, they definitely feel like they want to have a family with you, or they're happy to kind of combine families with you, or they just feel like you're someone that they can get along with very, very well, so much so that they want to add like more to the both of your relationship. They want to add children. They want to add more friends who are couples. They want to add more time, FaceTime with your family and with their family with you there. And if one of you or both of you have children, they want more family time. I keep getting like family, and being more like they're so happy with you. They want more people around you. They want to entertain more with you too as the host. They want to go to different events with the two of you, and it makes them happy when they think of these moments randomly. So they're really taken by you. I feel really happy, and these are like random thoughts they have throughout the day, but like, you know, if someone's thinking about you in that way, like they obviously really like you. Okay, energy. Yeah, there's a lot of visualizations they're putting in, manifestation energy into this connection. They might not even realize that because they're actually manifesting these beautiful things with you unintentionally without even knowing it. I don't know if they're how spiritual they are, how much they believe in this kind of stuff, but they're actually putting in a lot of beautiful energy into manifesting more beautiful things for the two of you. How cute. Okay. Oh my god, these cards are all flustered in my hand. Okay, how do they feel? I'm in so much pain, face down. And came up on your side. So I feel like when they first came in, or something about, when they first came into your world, or something that happened recently, they just kind of were in a lot of pain. And so when they showed up, or recently they showed up as someone who was like kind of chaotic, all over the place. They couldn't get their shit together. They couldn't get their life together. And you gave them hope. It's the most important thing you give someone who's like in a hopeless situation, or they feel like they're in a hopeless situation. And so they're like, I will never forget that. You are my everything. Yeah. You came in and you immediately became their everything, their tribe, their family. They're very happy. I mean, there's no like definite card here that says that like they're so happy. There's not even like that many like joyous colors. It's very like subdued and kind of a little bit moody, right? The colors, but there's so much energy there. There's so much hope. There's such strong like foundation here. And I feel like there's moments of you, the two of you, that makes them immensely happy, but they're still kind of getting out of that like difficult situation, maybe some sort of depression or difficult situation that they've been in. Okay. So how do you feel about them, and what are they picking up on? How do you feel about them, and what are they picking up on? Love. They're giving you a lot of love, and you are receiving it. You can see it. You can feel it. That they feel like you're the one, that you're, that they are here long term. They're not just thinking about how tough things are for them short term, because I feel like they're like, they kind of acknowledge it. They're like, hey, I'm in a difficult situation, I'm gonna, when you first met me or the past month or two, like I've been kind of just like trying not to show how difficult the situation is. It could be something outside of this connection. It definitely is. So I'm not going to be completely myself, but like I hope you can trust me from what I've shown you so far, that I am someone who can get myself out of this situation. I don't need you to do anything. I don't want you to be negatively affected. I don't want this connection to be negatively affected. It's only going to get better as soon as I like slowly get myself out of the situation. I really appreciate your love and support, and that's all I ask for. I'm not going to be too overbearing or anything, but this is what I have to deal with. This is how it's going to look the next couple of weeks. This is how it's going to look the next couple of months. This is about the time that things will change. So they're very upfront with you about what's happened in their life, and they know themselves, and they know themselves well enough that they can like let you know what things are going to look from their perspective, for you, for the relationship, for them, for their own life and stuff. So they were very upfront about these recent circumstances. Message in a bottle. Yeah, they've been they're like a planner, I'm getting, or they can think ahead. So that's why this is like you have so much faith in them, because they're not just telling you about like, oh, the dinner this weekend. They're talking about like, hey, like I have this thing in a few months. I have to prepare for it. It's not going to be like, you're not going to see the best side of me, but if you can just like deal with me for the next few months, like, this is what I can assure you. Like they're talking to you from the future or something. They're like sending you like messages about like what things will look like and all this stuff. So that's what gives you so much hope and confidence in them, because they are showing you a lot of love, and you do feel like there's something here, like a divine counterpart, someone who is like your equal. Okay, so how else do they feel about you? Ghost, face down. They just left. So you have faith in the situation, and they send you messages here and there, whether it's energetically or through communication or like in person, but they're like gone. So this could be a little to no communication situation where they just kind of left, and they're like, I need to work on myself. I need to get my career in order. I need to get my family, my house in order, whatever it is. And they just kind of left, but they'll send you messages here and there. Or this could be a situation where you two just kind of started something and they just kind of like disappeared, and like you guys were hanging out like a lot or talking a lot throughout the week, and now it's just like you barely get a second from them, and that makes you feel a certain way. Your family won't like me. There's a lot of like family. There's a big family theme here. They might have actually went to go deal with some family situations maybe you weren't invited this time, or maybe you couldn't go to this event, or in general, it could be that they're so family oriented because so they either really had like a really good big or really attached family where they were always there for each other, very strong family vibes, and so they are all about family, and they show that to you, and you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna fit into a family like that. You two seem, your family seems to be very well, very close, and I don't know if they're gonna like my vibe, if I'm gonna fit with that. They seem like, they either like you or they don't, or they don't like their family. I'm picking up on many different kinds of people watching this reading. That's why I have to cover all my bases. I know some people get kind of annoyed. It's like, just stick to something. It's like, no, there's multiple people that will resonate with this reading. And I want them to know that I see your energy. I'm reading for everyone that resonates with this reading. And some of you have slightly different situations, but the energy is still very similar. Okay. Or this person, they don't like their family, and so they have to go and like deal with some family stuff, and you're just like, okay, yeah, I'll wait until you deal with your family stuff. And they're like, your family seems like a tough crowd. Like, I don't think they'll like me. Like, especially if your person doesn't like their own family, it's like, well, then why would they even like me, And maybe they're very strict or have certain standards, or very like, not the best family dynamic, whatever. And I think what's concerning you the most here is that it feels okay. Like you can deal with this stuff for the next few weeks or few months or whatever, or however long this is. When they're next to you, holding your hand, and talking to you, having meals with you, being in the same space as you. But as soon as they're not physically there, you're just kind of like, you're like trying to find something to like hold on to, because it's like kind of scary. Wait, yeah. You've been kind of asked to wait while they kind of take care of stuff, and they didn't really ghost you, but you feel like it, just probably because you maybe had situations where people ghosted you, or and that those kind of memories are coming back, and like an old version of you is kind of bringing in that fear. But it's like, you're not worried. You feel like, oh, this person's like, they love me so much, like I'm their rock. I know that because they told me so many times. And like, you feel good when they tell you messages and when they're physically there with you, but like when they're not, it's like all you can do is really wait. And it's kind of tough because I don't know if this is like a situation where you two kind of fell madly in love and then took a lot of space from each other and it's been a minute, or if it's been like something new, something new, and it's just like you're trusting, but it's kind of hard. Like, you're not gonna not wait, but it's like, it's tough. It's a tough situation, right? What do they want to tell you? What do they want to tell you? There's still time for us, yeah. Like, wait, there's still time for us, because I feel like you might be waiting for a long time, or maybe it's like the situation. It could be a reunion, it could be a rekindled love, but I think for most of you, it's like a new thing, or a thing that's been like long distance or little to no communication for a very long time. And so you're still holding on hope, like there's still time for us, and they're telling you the same. They're like, yeah, like we can still work, we can still figure this out. Like, I just need to figure this out. I just need to do this thing. I just need to wait for this. I just need to wait. Say you want me for a lifetime. And both these cards came out kind of from your direction to their direction. So it's like you telling them like there's still time for us, like say you like still want me in this lifetime, or you still want me forever, and it'll give me faith, it'll let me hold on, it'll like give me comfort. Yeah, it's a little tough. So what do they love about you? What do they love about you? Okay, 7 of Cups and the Hierophant. They love that you have a lot of options for marriage or long-term relationships, but you still keep them in your options, or you kind of keep giving them attention. They know that you have suitors or contenders or romantic interests interested in you, and you still have like hope for this person. You still have like faith that things will work out between the two of you, that things will lead you to each other in this lifetime still. King of Cups. It's kind of one of the reasons that they love you, because you're so loyal and committed. And you haven't even given any of these other people a time of day. Okay, and then what do they wish was different? What do they wish was different? Queen of Pentacles in hand. So it could be that they have another family. Maybe they are still married. Or maybe someone in the family passed away, but I feel like it's more like they're still married, or they're still in a relationship with someone else. Yeah, I feel like they might be still living with someone else. So it could be that they're still married to someone else, or they're in a relationship with someone else, or it could be like they're helping out a family member and they're living with them until they can help them out, like a mother situation, grandmother, someone like that, sister, aunt, family member. Yes. Okay. So family, let's see, family kept coming up. Family member, incoming new love. So they did genuinely leave to help out this family member. Who is this incoming new love for? It came into your direction to theirs, but so I feel like they're going to be coming to you. I mean, they're taking their dang time, but they're going to be coming to you. Why is it new love? Because the old them left. So it's going to be like when they come back into your life, it's going to be like they're a new person. So if this is a new situation where you've just been dating and they just kind of had to leave to take care of a family situation, or a ex, or something like that, kids or grandparent or something like that, parent situation. When they come back, they're going to be a different person, because this was kind of weighing them down. Remember they told you that like, hey, like I have some stuff to deal with, like, you know, let me be honest right off the bat, like it's going to be tough these past next like few weeks, few months. For some of you it was like few years or even several years. But like when they come back, they're going to be a completely renewed person. So you're going to see that. That's why it's first like, oh, it's like a new love. It's a new relationship. And if it's a little to no communication situation, then when this person comes back, it's going to be like a completely new, different situation, because they're a changed person. They've like healed and finished a huge cycle that was very dark for them. We need a time frame, because yeah, few years. I feel like, yeah, some of you, it might have been like for a few years. It was like for a few years you weren't even with anyone else, or didn't really entertain anyone else, because you were kind of holding out for this person. But it could be a few months, few weeks, or a few days for some of you. But for a lot of you, it was like a few years or something, or more, a cycle. A huge cycle is completing for sure. Okay, so let's get a message for Spirit. What does Spirit have to say to the two of you for this connection? Be of service to others. So I'm getting from Spirit, like, I hope you are helping other people while you're waiting for this person. Because I think you kind of saw that you were going to be with this person, or you kind of didn't let up on this manifestation. So Spirit's like, okay, we'll give this person to you. But I hope you were helping other people, doing some light work, being of service to others. And you don't have to like have like a job related to like a nonprofit or a charity, or you could just be helping people like day to day, like make it a thing to help people in general in life. And because of that, Spirit is saying you're getting the reward for your loyalty to this person and to this situation. Eight of Wands, where there might have been stagnancy in your life, now the pace is picking back up. Are you serious? Oh my goodness. You're ready to create change, whether in the form of communication or moving towards plans or goals. Use this forward momentum to your benefit. It's first like, we're going to bring this person in, but you better keep being a service to others, keep doing your soul mission, keep living out your purpose. Like, do things that you're passionate about for yourself in your own world creatively, even if it's just like singing in the shower or dancing to music while you cook or something. Or even bigger things like going into the art career, or building beautiful, unique furniture and patios and whatever. However you use your creative abilities. Like, Spirit's like, I hope you're being a service of light, which means living out your purpose, which is your creative gifts and skills, and also helping other people with your gifts, or just like, helping other people. And yeah, this is going to come in pretty quickly. Wow. For you. Wow. And let's get a few more messages from their higher self to you. This came spiraling out. I'm trying to be bold and brave. Yeah, because it's like Knight of Pentacles. It was like diagonal. It's like wants to come out, but it's like not like fully getting out. Okay. You're my greatest adventure. So they have this feeling of like things have been happening for us for a very long time. You're my greatest adventure in life. It's us two against the world kind of feeling. And you've awakened a spiritual force within me, and that's from your side to their side. So there is a spiritual component to this, a spiritual awakening, some sort of divine counterpart, twin flamey kind of energy here. Especially with the service to others, this whole mission work, and waiting for someone for a long time. I don't always like recommend that, but for, if you're gonna take on something like that, like, yeah, you are gonna be rewarded for doing what you believe is right, And yeah, I want to put one more card for this because what was it? Yeah, there we go. The High Priestess. So they've spiritually awakened. So whatever your faith or belief is, at like whatever level your faith or belief is, it's kind of similar. They're kind of on the same page now. They kind of get it. They kind of see you two as, they might not see it as like a spiritual thing, but they see it as like you two are meant to have this adventure in life together. Divine timing, surprise. I was trying to get like I'm like, Spirit's not giving me timing. They just said now, but I'm like, this is a timeless reading, so it's like whenever you're gonna watch this, around then, but like divine timing, surprise. Yeah. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you resonated with it or liked it or have a comment, about this specific energy, I would really love to know, because this is a very like divine counterpart twin flamey kind of energy, and I see a lot of this energy coming back into my readings. So I kind of want to get your opinion. Are you for it? Are you against it? I have my own opinions, which I will hopefully share soon, but it's kind of exciting. It's kind of fun, right? I mean, not for everyone. Let me know. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, Pile 99 with the red calcite. See how a person feels about you right now. Hanged Man. Okay, came out kind of like it didn't want to come out. Okay, so I feel like they have been patient, holding off for a very long time. And it's not that great. So I feel like this person, they might be single, or they might have been holding off on asking you out or making a move towards you or taking action in this connection. And they're realizing not making a move or taking action or, doing something isn't all that it's cracked up to be. So maybe this is a person that's kind of like taking their time in the connection because that's what they've been told all their lives. Like, take time. If you want to do things right, go slow. They'll respect you, blah, 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 blah. Or, let's see. Love. Yeah. So something about like they're in love with you, but they're told that like if you love someone, you take your time, you act appropriately, you should act more well behaved. But yeah, they are smitten. So I feel like they're like, maybe they love you and it's like a weird situation, like it's like you two are coworkers, or they're your boss, or their manager, or something like that. Or maybe you went out with their best friend, or they went out with yours, or something like that, where it's like maybe not appropriate. They think it's not appropriate to like ask you out or to be with you. Or maybe they kind of took, what am I saying? Sorry, I was fixing my ring and then I like completely lost my train of thought, but I remembered again. It was they might have just got out of a relationship, and they're like they are told that you're supposed to wait after you get out of a relationship to make a move. Or maybe you just got out of a relationship, and so they're thinking that they should wait because you just told them that you just got out of a relationship, or you're on a break, or you just went through something difficult in your life, and they're like, oh, I think I'm supposed to wait in this situation. But it's funny because I was like fixing my ring, so I'm getting something like they're like kind of fidgeting, like they want to like put a ring on it, or they want to like ask you out, or they want to like see if you're involved with anyone, or make the next move. But everything is telling them, like society's rules, these unwritten rules are telling them that they should wait. It's the appropriate thing to do. But they're like, waiting isn't really doing anything for me. It's actually like not all that's cracked up to be. I just feel wrong all the time for not asking them out, or not making a move, or not rushing into things, They just feel wrong. They're just like, why is this a rule? Why is this a thing? I get it, like fools rush in, but I don't feel foolish. Like, I really like them and I think this is the right move. So they just feel weird, like waiting. I have so much desire for you. Yeah. And you have so much desire for them. They can feel it. They can pick up on it. They can feel that you both have a lot of desire for each other. It's probably hard to keep your hands off of each other, to be honest. I picked up this deck and it just kind of like fanned out, and so I'm just like, and it fanned out on both sides, so it's kind of like both of you are like kind of fangirling each other. Like it's like we both are so, I don't know, super excited about the like the prospect of being with the other person, or wherever this next thing is, this next move. Like both of you are just like fangirling each other. So I don't know, maybe I just heard Instagram famous, so like one of you might have like a lot of followers, or have been like checking out the other person for a long time and can't wait to like meet them. But it's not just on one side, it's both sides. So it could be that one person has a large social media presence and the other person is just well known for something else, or both of you have a huge social media presence, or both of you are, well known in your field or area or line of work, or maybe you know each other from the same like company or the same like group of friends, or maybe back in the day you went to the same school, or like grew up in the same town or close by or something like that. But this like, I don't know, this is kind of feel like fangirl that just keeps coming up, and it's kind of cute, I'm getting, because it's kind of like both of you are feeling like you're meeting a celebrity with each other. It's very exciting, and it's like you two are kind of like being very mature and adult about it, and being like, okay, we have to like, sorry if you hear that motorcycle in the back, you have to kind of give it time, like approach this appropriately. You don't want to mess this up with this person. This person's awesome, this person's really cool, like you can't mess it up with this person. Take it slow, don't be stupid, watch everything you say, reread the text or message multiple times before you send it. Like that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from this person. Strength, ego, and another card came up. Have I lost everything? Okay, so that's a different vibe I'm getting. So I'm getting that they think they might lose you at any point. It's like a very, very interesting struggle going on. There's so many cards that came up for this. So they have this feeling that if they don't make a move, they might lose you. But if they make the wrong move, they might lose you then that way too. So it's kind of like this is they're going all in. This is like a difficult situation, because it's like there's a lot of ways I can lose them, and I'm not sure how many ways I can win them over. They like you so much. They like you so much. They don't want to mess this up. I just heard it. Like someone said, like I sounded like Grimes, and I'm like, maybe a little bit, but not really. And the last sentence I just said, I'm like, yeah, kind of a little bit. I hear it now. Okay. So how do you feel, and what are they picking up on you? Besides that you have desire for them too. 10 of Earth. Okay. Because have I lost everything? So their ego's like, oh my goodness, if I lose them, like they are the best I can get. They are the best partner. They're the most compatible, the most symbiotic, the most elite person that I can have in my life, and like my dream person. They would be my dream person, my dream girl, my dream guy. They would be my dream person. I can't mess this up. And funny enough, so they believe that you are everything. Like if they can get you, I keep getting get you, win you, things like that. Then they can also they'll have everything, right? Then they'll want to do everything with you, around you. And with the 10 of Pentacles, I'm getting the same. You're giving off the same kind of vibe. Like, oh, like first of all, you think you also have everything, but also that and you're also thinking a little bit of ego. So they're fighting with their ego because they're like, what if I don't grab them, then I might lose everything, my chance, my biggest dreams, like, will wash away if I lose this opportunity. And there's a little bit of you that's like has ego because there's like a little bit of a mirroring going on where you're just like, yeah, I do have everything, I do got it going on. And they would have everything if they have me, because I want everything, and they would have everything if they have, like, if they got me, because I'm not someone who doesn't already, first of all, have everything and also get everything that you ever want. So there's it's not for nothing. I mean, they're not kidding. You do have it all, or the potential to have it all, or you can have anything you want and wish and work hard for. Like, you're definitely that kind of person. So you do find yourself to be very valuable, and for a reason. Like, you have things to show for it. And you're also mirroring in them an ego of like, ooh, if I lose them, I lose everything. Building blocks, yeah. So you are like, to the 10 of Pentacles here and the building blocks, like, you're willing to, like, you're about to build like a dynasty, a legacy, something that will last for centuries and a millennia. You're ready to kind of like build something big, right? Or you have already built something big and you're bringing this energy. So you have built something for yourself, obviously, because I got this kind of like, you're already like established, you already have everything. But you're also wanting to build something else or something bigger, or build on to what you've already achieved. And you wouldn't mind a partner for this next thing. Okay, so how are you feeling? Trust. You trust this person, but you're probably not showing all your cards yet to this person. So you do trust this person. You do think there's someone that you could build things with. You make me want to do bad things. And you kind of have a feeling that you kind of you could have like a huge influence on this person. They definitely feel that you're either you're out of their league, or you're in the same league as them. So, and that's kind of saying something, because this person's either in the high ranks with you, or they have the potential for that, or they're rising the ranks very quickly. But they definitely see you as someone who's like out of their league in some way. And so like, it's unsaid, but you do have the influence over them. Yeah. And no came out. I'm getting this kind of feeling like you don't want to have this influence on them. Like, would they be able to say no if you ask them? Like, for example, if you want to meet up and go on a trip over a weekend and they have something important going on, would they be able to be, stand up to you and be like, hey, like, yeah, I can't hang out with you that weekend because it's an important thing for work or family or something. Like, you don't want to have all that power in your hand, and you don't know if this is a good fit right now because of that. Okay. So what do they want to tell you? If you pick this pile and you obviously like this person, but it's like a status difference, and you're not sure if it's gonna work. That's probably why you're even watching this reading, to see if, like, because of the status differences, it could be vice versa, if there's something here. I wished for you. Okay, well, yeah, I kept saying, like, oh, you're like the person of their dreams, the man or woman of their dreams. They wished for you. Yeah, they're probably watching your social media, keeping an eye on you. You're like their motivation to work harder, or maybe they're in the same ranks as you, maybe even higher. But they've been keeping an eye on you or something like that, and they see your potential, and or they see themselves in you, and something about the ranks. You have all the courage within you. Yeah, see, they see, because if you two are in like similar things like that, like where you're in the same line of work and you kind of see like that you both have a lot of passion for the things that you do, you have the courage, because like when you work really hard for your career or for a project or something, like a talent or skill or some knowledge base or whatever, like you appreciate people who can appreciate the hard work it takes to do what you do, so they like you a lot because they see a lot of themselves in you. So it doesn't matter who's the higher rank or whatever. It just does seem like both of you are like higher ranking than other people that you know or that you work with. And you two have caught each other's eyes, have been aware of each other for a while. You kept like, oh, I know this person. Like I've seen them on social media or around the office, or in the social circles or something. Like, I heard of their name, or I've seen some of their stuff, or I read about them or something. Yeah. Okay, so what do they love about you? What do they love about you? Okay, that came out immediately. Ace of Swords. Okay, and it came out in love, and I have so much desire for you. Immediately, it's how you approach relationships. I'm getting. You approach relationships so methodically. You're very careful with what you choose, who you choose to be with, who you choose to spend time with. It's kind of like people are lucky to be in your presence, lucky to have your time, a conversation with you, kind of thing. So you are very mindful of the people you keep around you, the people you spend time and energy on. And that makes them feel special because you gave them time and energy, or you're thinking about giving them time and energy, or more of it. And they appreciate that a lot. So, take this with a lot of sweetness and this is a huge compliment from them, because they recognize that you are very particular with the people you choose to spend time with, and you just giving them a thought, a consideration is like a huge deal for them. Like they get it, they understand what a big deal that is. What else do they love about you? Judgment. Yeah, you have really good judgment. And the way you think about things, I'm getting the way you, like, if you were to describe to someone, like if someone that you liked and you just talked to each other for the first time or only a few times asked you a question like, what do you think love is? Like, you would be able to, on the spot, give a very genuine, heartfelt, unique and very true to you answer that would just blow anyone away. And this, you're kind of like, you kind of have that thing the je ne sais quoi. The Hanged Man in reverse. Yeah. They're like, if the roles were reversed, they wouldn't have thought twice about making a move, and they would make the perfect move. I love how that ties in. Yeah, because like, I don't know, it's something about how you handle romantic relationships. I mean, no one's perfect, and everyone has their off day. Not even people that you think are perfect are perfect. Like they understand this. But you have a real gift about like being true to yourself, explaining your thoughts really well, your ideas, how you perceive things. It's like very unique, very true to yourself and honest, and people really resonate with that because it's real, it's raw, and it's true. Yeah, they were like, if you were in my situation, you wouldn't think twice. You know exactly what to say, what move to make. Too bad I can't ask you what move to make towards you. Okay. And one more card. What do they love about you? Four of Pentacles. Definitely have worked for what you got. So that's they love the fact that you say no to people, places, and things, opportunities that don't resonate, that just kind of leech off your energy. You're very protective of your energy, and they appreciate that. Yeah, the thing with like you trust them, and they feel that trust, and they appreciate it. They understand that you don't give out your energy willy-nilly. They respect that. It makes them like you even more and desire you even more. Okay, and what they wish was different. So what do they wish was different about this connection? The Chariot. They wish they could just come to you and help you, protect you. So they understand that you trust them. So they're already in the door. They just have to say the right thing or make the right move or just make a move or say something. Because they're already in the door. So they wish they can somehow just come to you immediately. You do intimidate them a little bit. You seem very angelic, very poised, very elegant at times. And so even though they feel like they just want to come to you sometimes, like then they remember who you are. They're very shy. They're very intimidated. They feel very like, even if they're a very strong, courageous person, which you probably saw them be, they see the courage in you. They're probably also very courageous. They probably also made very baller moves in their life. So you already trust them. You already have respect for them. But once they come, like, and they have the courage, they're probably really good with people too. But as soon as they come to you, they like freeze up, and that's not like them. So I feel like just give it time a little bit, because I think this person is like really, really good. They're just freezing up too much with you right now. Let's see what this is about. Soulmate. Are you kidding? Soulmate. Yeah, this is a soulmate level connection. No wonder they're like freezing up. Yeah, so they wish they didn't like freeze up. They're like, I get why I'm freezing up, because like they don't normally meet people who are their equals, or like the same rank, or like similar ranks, or like their hero, their celebrity crush, their that kind of person. Often they usually meet people that they're very confident around, and they're not used to being in this energy, being not confident. You're probably only one of the only people that could like make them feel that way. So I've talked to presidents or something like that. That's what I heard. So they probably talk to a lot of like important people, high ranking people, but they get intimidated around you. Okay, so what do they wish was different? Fell off the table. 3 of Pentacles. They're freezing a lot, so there's like a stop, slow down, go energy with a stoplight here. So I'm getting that like it could be that things are going so well sometimes, and sometimes things just get slow and you don't know why, and sometimes things just completely stop and they don't reply back, or they can't really hang out. So you're kind of confused, and they wish they weren't like that. They're giving you mixed signals like so badly. They're giving you so much mixed signals, and they don't know how to like stop it. They're like, I don't know what to do about that. Can't really do anything about that. Okay, and what else do they wish was different? Ace of Cups. And Page of Wands. Yeah, they wish they could just give you this love opportunity. Like this young, free... I got whippersnapper. This young, free soul who... like when you're around people who are like, when you're around your friends and you go into a situation, like you feel more confident because you're around your friends who you feel like more okay to be yourself around, or, whatever makes you feel carefree. When you were younger, maybe they were more carefree, or they just want to feel young and carefree, like a devil may care attitude, and just be able to kind of give you this opportunity, like how the young version of themselves, the confident version of themselves would have done it. Or I don't know, just having this really adventurous energy, someone who can do it all. And like I think they possess this energy. It's just around you, they just kind of freeze up. I want to see why. Material things. It's also your look. I feel like if you have like a business, or if you have like a nice home, nice car, if you come from a really wealthy family, or you hang out with very wealthy friends, or your network of people are very well known, you might wear really nice clothing or unique clothing. You might be like an artist, or you wear a lot of jewelry, a lot of high-end expensive items, or you own a lot of expensive things. Something, yeah, very intimidating. What does Spirit have to say about this connection? Tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow will be better. Yeah, that's why I'm saying, I got this earlier. Like, yeah, Spirit's kind of saying, like, just give it a little bit of time to get over their stage fright, I'm hearing. To get over this kind of initial feeling of like fear, and you might have talked to this person before in the past. It might have been stop and go then too, or you might have met this person before or talked to this person before, but you two weren't really like, it wasn't like a long conversation, or you two weren't really kind of like thinking about hanging out or potentially dating or anything. So it's just kind of, so it's just like give it a second, like they'll get back to their normal self. 9 of Wands. You've been through a difficult journey with some hard-won battles that have left you feeling wary and perhaps a bit wounded. Don't give up now. You're close to overcoming the hurdles placed before you. Yeah. So it seems like you both have dealt with a lot of hard things to get to the position that you both are in now. And that's why they're so excited about you. You're also very excited about them and the potential the two of you have because of this, because you both have had a lot of hard-won battles, you know. And imagine the two of you getting together and be a power couple. Imagine the things the two of you can accomplish with the things you two have already accomplished, you know. So Spirit's just like, give it a second, you know. And then the stage fright will go away. It's because, like, I don't know, I remember like, what was that, in Parks and Recreation, the show, and the very pretty friend was broken up with, and Amy Poehler's character, Leslie, was like, oh, poor Anne, you didn't know you were broken up with because you probably never had been broken up with before, you know. I'm getting that kind of situation. It's like, oh, poor person, like, they're just kind of freezing up because they never came like face to face with like a potential match, a potential partner, a potential like equal, you know, in this way, in this many ways. Okay, and then lastly, messages from their higher self to you. We're miles apart, but you're always in my heart. This is what I'm getting, your energy is telling them. They feel like you're saying, we're not completely there yet, but I like you. And they're letting you know, like, that's why their human is freaking out, because like their physical version of themselves, their bodies are freaking out because they're picking up from you that they like you, but the two of you are still too far apart to come together. Maybe it's physically, distance-wise, or maybe it's just differences. My heart skips a beat when I see you. Yeah. More than skips a beat. It definitely more than skips a beat. I was wrong, I can tell. You know how I said, like, they don't want to do the wrong thing? So I feel like they accidentally did do the wrong thing, and that's why your energy is giving off like, oh, no. If that's how you think you can court me or date me or ask me out or hang with me or treat my coworkers or friends or whatever, or if that's the kind of girl that you think I am, or that's the kind of guy you think I am, then we are in totally different places, you know? And so they're like, that's why they're so worried about making a mistake again, because they're like, oh, I'm going to lose everything. Like, the last thing I did, last thing I said, or the last action I took towards them was completely the wrong thing. Completely wrong. I'm going to see what did they say that was wrong. Yeah, you're a little bit guarded with your time and energy. Okay, they might have came at you with a more playful energy, like, oh yeah, we can see if, you know, let me see if there's time in my schedule. They might have said something about like, oh, let me see if I have time next month for us to hang out, or, you know, let me see if I have time next week. Oh, sorry, I have to cancel. I didn't realize this thing happened. So it might have been a scheduling conflict, and that really offended you because it's like you canceled a lot of stuff to hang out with them, and they couldn't cancel something that was like not that important, or they canceled something very important for you, and you're like, why would you do that? Like, I would never ask you to do something like that. Yeah, something was unbalanced with the way they approached you the last time. They might have been acting too playful, and you're like, you know what? I'm not really looking for something casual, but it seems like that's what you're looking for. So, yeah, we should just go different ways or something. I don't know, something like that. someone that is around you a lot. Yeah. They are around you a lot. That's what makes this more difficult, because they're like, I'm gonna go crazy if I have to keep seeing them pop up everywhere and I mess this up. Like, if I can't like figure this out and ask them out correctly or move forward with them correctly, then I have to at least make it that we're not like in this weird place, that I didn't leave a weird taste in their mouth because I like could not like be normal around them, you know? So they're realizing that they need to like get their act together. And at least, at the very, very least, make sure you don't think they're a crazy person, or a weird person, or someone who, or they give like the wrong impression or something. But at the most, step up and be their true self and take the right action towards you and this connection. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. It really lets me know if these really very, I don't know, I think they're unique readings. You let me know. Are these kind of unique? I channel straight from source energy, so I think my channelings and my messages that I put the intention of resonating very deeply with every person that watches them, I think they're very unique, and I don't know, I'm slightly proud of them, but I could be wrong. You let me know. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light.